All right, we're live.
Again, I'm Detective Kitchens, Sheriff's Department, Galveston County. It's Detective Hayes. I'm a partner. We're here in reference case number 14 dash. Behind that will be 5 zeros ending in 792. Can you state your name, please?
James Husband.
James.
Husband.
What's your middle name, James?
Larry.
Larry. Are you a junior? Is that correct? Okay. And birthday? 1967. All right. Of course, you know we're here in reference to the death of your daughter, Brittney. Can you tell us a little bit? I mean, you said you came home October 23rd, correct? How long has she been living there with your grandma?
All her life.
All her
Since
life.
she was like 2 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, custody of Brittney when she was 2.
Okay.
And her mom lived with my parents in Florida. And she really had that business all along.
All right. Who is her mom?
Miranda Luna.
Is that Laron? Okay. Loranda.
It might not be her last name now, but when I was dating her, we had Brittney. Her last name was Romar.
Romar? Romar?
I guess so.
What do you remember? What her birthday might have been? Maybe a month or about how old?
No. One is 46. She should be like
43.
I'm not sure. 40.
I'm 43 to 45.
Is that tattoo she had?
Yes.
Is that?
That's her mother. She has her mom's name over here, and she has my dad's name on her. When he passed away, she has my grandmother's name on there because she got sick a long time ago. We thought we were gonna lose her. I think she got my grandmother's name on, and I think she has Crystal's name. I'm sorry. She has a cross right here. I don't know all the tattoos that she has. She has a few.
Well, the reason why I asked is we didn't know who that was.
So Rhonda's a mother.
That's right. That, it makes sense to us now. It's going to come.
Okay. Where's mother at? You know, she ran.
I saw her yesterday. She came by the house yesterday with her sister and a friend. That was the first time I seen her in years.
Is she living in the area or is she?
I don't know where she lives. I know she lives in Houston, but I don't know where she lives.
How long has it been since she had any dealings with Brittney, you know?
I don't know how long it's been. Brittney, Miranda has Brittney first, which is the first child. She has 5 sons after Brittney. So Brittney has a lot of brothers. And I think she visits one of them maybe now and then. There's 1 or 2, I don't know their name, but she's kind of close to a few of them brothers.
Okay. She stays sees them or some of them pretty regular, a couple of them.
Yeah, because me and myself and my cousin Melange, we came, it was January or something like that, New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, New Year's. And they were in the driveway. Well, my grandmother had called it SMS shooting pool. I was shooting pool. I was up there at pool class.
Sure.
And my grandmother called me. She said, I hear somebody knocking at the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I know Brittney and Crystal, I think they had left. And I know nobody around the house, and I wasn't going to be gone too long. So my cousin brought me back home. And sure enough, it was Brittney and her brothers sitting in one of the vehicles in the driveway. They were just hanging out.
Sure.
So I came in and I checked them and said what it was down. And I went into the bed and said, well, that was Brittney.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as how much she interacts with her brothers, I don't know if she interacts with all of them, but I don't talk to them. She does.
Right. Okay.
Do you know which ones are names?
Mac came by yesterday, which is Miranda's ex-husband, and he spent some time at the house with us. He brought some flowers. He brought me a card. months, and maybe 4 years. I'm really not keeping track of these things.
Man, let me tell you, if you're like us, we've been up so late, not sleeping, working this case that we don't know what day it is. Just don't feel bad. When you told me last you saw Brittney was a Wednesday night,
No.
Thursday morning.
Yeah, one of those Wednesday or Thursday morning.
Yeah, like your grandma told me Thursday morning
Okay, maybe it's been-
when they left.
So we usually sit in the kitchen in the morning. If I don't
Okay.
go to the hall, Granny usually don't get up till right before her nurse comes. And nurse comes at 10 o'clock in the morning. This particular morning, I got up, Granny was up, maybe about 6, 7, I'm guessing at the time. Brittney was getting dressed for work. Crystal was getting up, getting ready for work. The girls getting up, getting dressed, getting everybody was getting dressed. And Granny and myself was sitting watching TV. And I knew my nurse wasn't going to go until 10 o'clock. So they left. And then the nurse came at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was Delilah. She left. She got there. She said, "Get ready on insulin and stuff like that." And I left.
Okay.
And I came back. And
This was Thursday.
and it was a normal day. Just
This was Thursday.
Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Now, when you said she got ready for work and they left, did they take the little girl with them?
No.
Okay. The little girl was getting ready for school,
Yeah.
is that correct? Because they did not take her. And do you?
Well, I thought
why?
maybe I don't know. They had just got the vehicle out, so I knew it was.
What Brittney was wearing when we found her, she had on black boots, like kind of like boots we would wear, with uniform.
Yeah,
With
that's
her-
what she wears to work.
Okay, with the pants tucked in.
Those are the work.
Okay, she was on her way to work. She had on a black Under Armour with a black short sleeve unbuttoned shirt, black pants, which would be go right along with what they wear at Starbucks. And a black shirt and everything. Okay. Because another thing I'm trying to do is time when she left to, because you said you took all that lumber out there to the front yard that day for the trash
No, not that
pickup.
day.
No, not that day, but
It was
for
the
trash
last
pickup
heavy trash pickup of last month.
last month. And I'm wondering how those particular pieces.
Well, there's still some trash around the house.
I'm wondering how them particular pieces might have got put inside her vehicle. Because, and let me enlighten you a little bit. I don't want to tell you too much, but I want to enlighten you a little bit on our scene. Some of the things that we found: black tennis shoe, just one, little teacup, little pink teacup, little Papa Smurf finger ring,
That must have been the place.
right? Little container with little rubber bands in it, they put in their hair and stuff. Some kind of cream, cosmetic cream or something in a container, and paperwork that had Texas Department of Human Health and Services. But also with those 3 people aboard. That's something that's throwing us off, is how that made it, because you don't have to be here for 2 or 3 days.
No,
They bought it
maybe a
Tuesday.
week. Might have had it about a week.
Okay. Insurance paperwork shows, insurance took effect March 1st.
Okay.
So you think they might have got it that Friday before?
Well, when I came home from work one night, that truck was in the driveway, and I thought we had company.
Okay.
So when I walked in the house, Brittany was like, "Yeah, they got my blue vehicle." That's cool. That's what we
Okay.
And she was all excited about it. Really happy about it. We don't have insurance.
Sure. And one of the things that her manager said at the Starbucks was she didn't like riding the bus because of what took place.
We both ride the bus. She
Yeah.
ride the bus to work, and I ride.
And she hated doing that, and that's why she worked the day shift, so she could get on and off the bus and everything like that. Okay. Well, we're trying to figure out how those items might have got in that vehicle. If she bought it before March the 1st, and you said the last pickup day like, of last month would have been the 31st, maybe it's a Friday.
I'm not sure what day it is. It's like the last Thursday of the month or the last Friday of the month for our area.
Okay, so that would be, if she bought that car that Thursday or that Friday, that would be synonymous of that stuff sitting out there on the curb.
That would have been the 27th or 28th.
Yeah, that could have been when that stuff was sitting out there on the curb. Maybe she picked it up for some reason and put it in the vehicle.
Oh, shoot.
That's a good question. That's what we're trying to figure out. 'Cause there's certain clues that we got to plug in and figure out where it adds up, what it adds up. Is it insurance?
That's why y'all.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we ruled Bradley out, because he's too decrepit to rule for doing it.
Let me just refresh though. You said everybody started getting up, it was around 6 or 7 o'clock, somewhere that morning.
Somewhere about that time.
What time did Crystal and Brittney? Rough guess.
The same time they usually leave every morning. It was like just a normal morning. Nothing was out of the ordinary.
What time?
I honestly don't know Brittany's schedule. She used to leave 6 in the morning to catch the bus, but after she got the car, I was like, yeah, you get to sleep in late now. You don't want to catch the bus. So her schedule kind of changed a little bit. So maybe they left a little bit later. And I know the girl has daycare. I don't know if Crystal had to go to work that day, but she was up. Everybody was up.
Okay.
Crystal doesn't have to work, does
I don't
Brittney
know.
like drop her off or something like
Well,
that?
I would assume that if one of them would drop the car, because they bought the car together.
Okay.
And they both got the income tax money together, and they put half on the car and half on everything, because I guess that's what they decided was the best thing to do. So
Right.
I would assume that if Brittany had to be late, or somebody would drop off and pick up, the other one would drop off.
Okay.
That's what I would think.
And it may have been they got up to take, get
So
ready
if
to
Brittany
take
was
it to the
scheduled to
girl
go
to
to work,
school. Maybe got up to take it to the girl to school. When they went outside, 'cause like you said, normally they don't leave without her. They're gonna take her to school. Did they say anything before they went out? Maybe while they were going outside?
No, it was just, like I said, wasn't nothing out of the ordinary that morning.
Did they say bye or they were leaving?
Every morning.
But the little girl was left. That's the one thing that's out of the ordinary that we're trying to figure out. That's because if normally they would take her to school, but yet they left her there that morning. And that's one thing we're trying to. Because is it a point to where they walked outside to do something and were taking a gunpoint from the house, abducted, you know? What I'm saying is somebody drove up and took them from the house. And I'm speculating, I don't know, we're trying to piece this thing together, because it wouldn't make sense, like you said, if normally they take her to school, why wasn't she with her? And I may just be shooting out there, you know, reaching for the stars, but because right now we're looking for anything, just to get us on the right track. I can't figure it out.
I think I would hear something like that.
You would think.
Two girls
Yeah. Screaming or some kind of,
sitting right in the kitchen. My grandmother's sitting in the kitchen.
yeah, and that's not that far away from the front door.
Well, I'm leaving.
Or maybe where they run into the store real quick or something.
They do that a lot. They go get
That- I
swishes.
bet you
They go-
that might have been
they might
what
go
was
get
going
some-
on.
There's a lot of times, you know, my grandmother would send Brittany up to L&T Fish Market, which is right on the corner of our street, and the next street, L&T Fish Market.
Mm-hmm.
You can call right now, Granny, say, I like 2-piece catfish and fries, and that is exactly what she did. Sometimes I'll walk up there, she's sitting there to cook that, but this is too early in the morning for that.
Maybe cigarettes or something, or
Really don't smoke cigarettes, she smoke weed.
what
I
about
don't
Crystal?
know, I really want to say that.
And who you gonna find more people that do smoke than you do that don't?
I mean, I'm not
I'm
trying to
serious.
tarnish anything. Over
No,
this.
this is for us. This is not for anybody.
She smokes weed.
Yeah.
You was in the room. You see the swishes. You see.
Yeah.
So she does make frequent trips to the corner store
For papers.
cigarillos.
Yeah.
What corner store would that be? That Sicko or?
No.
Because if I got video, I'd like to go back and look to see if something happened at the store.
I don't know. The corner store that they usually might go to be on Hartsville. It's 2 streets over from my, hold on, make sure. You don't mind if I look at me?
No, man, help yourself, help yourself.
I just need to look on the map, make sure I can find the street though. Because it's either Brisbane or it's Hartsville. It's on the corner of Cullen and Hartsville, or Cullen and Brisbane. Where's my house? There's Cullen, there's Belford.
I know there's a Sitco right there close to where Cullen and
She might go to that
How
store
true.
every now and then, but the closest store I would think if she, I don't know, maybe she. We got one store on one side of our street on the corner of Cullen and House. We have another one on the other side of our street, which is Myrie and House, Myrie and Cullen. We got a Sitco right down there. We got Circle J further down. So it's a lot of little stuff.
Okay.
Could have been any one of those stores. But hold on.
and one morning time, so we can get the same person on which morning to see you both will come in there.
Okay, that's Hartsville and Cullen.
Hartsville and Cullen. Okay.
Now there's a
How does granddaughter get home?
she catch the bus.
She gets the bus?
My granddaughter.
That little girl is not his granddaughter.
Oh.
That's Jackson's granddaughter.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you were talking about Brittney. That's my daughter. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
No, she used to catch the bus until she got her car. Oh, her grandparents. That was her grandmother that was down.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa was who Morgan was talking
I'm getting all confused.
to. I know.
So they would
3 days.
come and pick her up. As far as I know.
Now they came and when did they come over and finally pick her up? Was it Friday
Uh,
or was it later on that same day?
But she
I
lives
think it
with
was,
y'all, right?
yeah. So no,
No, the granddaughter. She lives with. Well, she stays with her mom when,
she
when
stayed.
Crystal.
She stayed at our house a lot. You know, when Crystal wasn't working, or really had a few days off. I don't remember what his schedule was like when she stayed.
Do you remember when they came and got her?
She spent the night and then came the next morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Friday morning.
I believe so.
I think that's what your grandma said
I
to her.
believe so.
You remember what time that was?
No.
Just roughly. And was it both of them, or was it just the little girl's grandma?
I don't know. I know the woman came. I think I heard her voice.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to answer to the questions you guys are asking me. But
No, man, I know you're doing the best you can. And as things come up, you know you got my number, so call me anytime. How well did you know? How do you know the Jacksons? Her mom, and dad, Crystal.
Honestly, that was the first time I ever met them.
First time. Had Crystal ever talked about her daddy or her mom to you in any way?
Not in a bad way.
Not in a
my
bad
dad,
way.
my dad just did this, and my dad says this. He has these 2 shares or something.
Okay. And I'm just trying to rule everybody out.
Brittney and Crystal's relationship ever rocky?
Yeah, I mean, it was a normal relationship. They got along good. They fought. They made up. I would hear him. As a matter of fact, I was in the den, and I heard my grandmother say, "What's going on in there?" They were just in the argument. They had this was like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
What
But
if-
like I said, to me, that's normal.
Boyfriends, girlfriends, any
You know what?
previous lovers?
And honestly, I don't think they had that problem. I honestly don't believe they had it. Yeah, I don't really believe they had that type of problem. Missy called you last night and said that, and this was the only.
Talking about Crystal's cousin or something?
Yeah, said that this was the only kind of beef that she might have had with somebody, and that was the first time I heard of it. I said, "Well, you wouldn't want to tell the detective?" She said, "Yeah." So that's what I called her.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what time that. I'm just not keeping up with times and days. I know I probably should.
Oh, I said, we're having to explore
And I'm,
everything.
I'm trying to get back
Okay, you mentioned the marijuana stuff like that.
there.
Did she ever sell any?
That had something to do with Macy's story, but they were supposed to go that particular morning, when Lisa told me, what she told them that they were supposed to go that morning, and we score, we get, and when I say that, I'm not really trying to say Brittney, she might get a 20 sack, or something like that. So,
Well, she's not dealing around.
no.
Mostly
just
first
first
use.
use. Yeah. So okay.
Did they owe anybody any money for
That's
that?
what Lisa was saying. That somebody owed Brittney some money or something like that.
Well, let me ask you, what they had, was it grown stuff or it was a hybrid?
That I couldn't tell. I mean, you can look at it, you know where it's at.
Right.
Sitting right
Yeah,
there.
I think it was gonna be grown.
Yeah. It's gonna be what?
I think it's gonna be grown, or we would have smelled it a little more.
Did Missy mention how much maybe they owe or something like that? A couple
Well,
of
they
bills?
tell them, she told them the whole story. But I got this.
They left Tuesday night to go down on I-45
She
south
tell
somewhere.
you, Brittney asked somebody to get by getting the gun. She didn't mention it.
Or she might
She
have, I
said
don't
that
remember.
Brittney said something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing now, don't quote me. Brittney said something to the effect of, I don't know them, I need to get a gun. I said, you be willing to tell that to the detective?
So you think, were they going, and I'm going with your opinion, do you think maybe they're going to score someplace new they've never been before?
That's what it sounded like when Lisa was telling me. That's why I wanted her to tell him.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the first time I heard that stuff, and I don't know all of the details. She came and told me that she came and knocked on the door, and I told me to take
She did it.
And I told
Let me
her.
run that. I'll be right back.
What about Galveston? They mentioned going to Galveston a lot.
We have been talking, the whole family been talking about going to Galveston for Granny's birthday since I came home. Granny's birthday was February the 26th. And she was 90 years old, so we kind of wanted to do something special for her, and she likes Galveston. My grandmother's 90 years old, so when Long John Silver's first came out, her and my grandfather were young at that time, and that happened to be the franchise, everything was Long John Silver's. So even today, she thinks that Long John Silver's has the best fish and seafood, so we want to take her, we're going to get her something she likes. I was trying to work to save for a car. Brittney was trying to work to save for a car, so we could do some of these, make it easy on the household. But Cora came and picked my grandmother up for her birthday, and I think she did take her to Galveston. And we never did take that trip.
Did the girls go down? Regular Wednesdays? Brittney, did they like to go down? Was it one of their normal like hanging
I
out?
honestly don't know that. I mean, it's just right down the road, so if you just want to go down there and stick your toes in the sand,
Was that kind of their thing? I mean, I don't know. I know they just got
Maybe.
vehicle transportation.
I mean, we were all excited about going to Galveston. I didn't think, but I don't know if they actually made plans to go by themselves, or they're 24 years old. I mean, I don't treat her like a baby, but she don't share every move with me.
Wow.
So I really don't know.
What about clubs?
Well, they go to clubs. They go to gay clubs. Now, me and Brittney talk about that. Like, what kind of clubs y'all go to? She said, go to gay clubs. And I kind of like being there.
Did you ever mention which ones they like to go to?
No, I didn't know. I don't know that. That I don't know. I don't get really into her personal business, but she'll share some things with me, like, we might go to a club or something.
I mean, that's any that could play in. That's kind of why.
They go to
Was
clubs.
there maybe a reason? I know there's a couple of them down there in Galveston that like.
I don't know.
There.
That I don't know.
That being said, I also know that even in that community, the African Americans usually kind of stay to their own stuff.
Okay.
That even the gay people like to go to a regular club, whereas Caucasians usually go completely separate. It's like completely want to go to this club, go to this club.
Okay.
So knowing that culture, we kind of know that. That's why we're kind of interested. Were they going to, strictly gay or predominantly?
I don't know what clubs they go to, but I know they do go out occasionally. They don't go out all the time. It's not every night thing, but I can understand when you get maybe a little extra money, things you had probably been wanting to do.
Right.
And you might, just say, hey, I have an opportunity to do it right now.
What's special?
Yeah. Because me and my mom just went in a room and I just found boxes of brand new tennis shoes, baseball caps and stuff. I was looking all in the bathroom, was really been buying some stuff. that's, I don't see anything wrong with it. You got money extra month, go buy you some hats and some shoes and clothes. They're gonna pay you, pay cash for the car.
Well, that's what you have a job for. Yeah. Anything,
So they have,
if, and this is again your opinion, if you had to suspect anybody,
but when that,
would
her friends would come and knock on the door, not all the time. This one guy who sells weed to her, you know, be mannerable when you come to someone's house, you know, regardless of what your business is. So,
Right.
knocked on the door one night, and I said, "Who is it?" I don't know his name. Honestly, don't remember his name. If he had a name, it would have been a nickname. He said, "Is Brittney around?" This probably been about 11, I guess, maybe somewhere between 10 and 12. It was late for me. And I opened up the door and I said, "Who is it?" He said, "It was such and such." Brittney. I said, "Brittney's asleep, man." He said, "Oh, okay." So he left. I closed the door and I knocked on the door. First was in there, Brittney was in there. I said, "Brittney, somebody named such and such is just," she said, "Well, I'm asleep." I said, "That's what I told him, sleep." And I said, "I don't know who he was. I know he probably but we do." Macy, I didn't know who she was. She came knocking on the door late one night. She opened up the door. I said, "May I help you?" She said, "I'm Dr. Brittney." I seen she had been crying. I said, "Okay, it's one of Brittney's friends." So then I started talking, and she said, "Look, in touch with you." Sure enough, she came back the following day with that. What if she had? I said, "You wouldn't even tell her to the day." She said,
Just so the guy that knocked on the door a little bit, he seemed like the kind of cat.
"No, he's done it several times. So after a while, I wasn't really suspicious of him. It's just me. I'm in the house with a bunch of women, a 90-year-old woman and my 2 girls, and their grandbaby.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of leery about that late at night knocking on the door. You know, the house had been broken into before.
Did that guy seem like the kind of guy that would want to do something like that, or have the capacity to do something like that?
He didn't give me that kind of vibe. No, he gave me the vibe that he was there to see Brittney about something that was between them two. You know, he went, you know, "Hey, Mr. Cosby, how you doing?" Hey, Mr. James, how you? He didn't do none
It
of
was
that.
business.
So yeah, I was like, okay, well now Brittney's sleeping. So I told him the rest. I didn't tell him.
So, how often was Crystal usually there?
All the time. All the time. Now she might, this was there all the time. She might be missing at her grandparents' house like maybe 2 days, maybe 2 or 3 days.
The rest of the time she was staying
The
together.
rest of the time she would come back over. Now I think the longest thing she might not have been at our place maybe 3 days. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to their schedule because, like I told you, I just come home and I was still trying to get on my feet. I'm trying to get to where I can bring something to the table. So
Because that's one of the things her, Brittney's manager had mentioned that she had approached him about getting a raise or supervisor position. Because
she had got a promotion.
Yeah, yeah. But it was racing, correct?
I don't know how recent it was, but she was excited about it. She said, "Dad, we sat down one day with her and she said she was thinking about her job. I said, "Well, what do you know about coffee beans?" And honestly, she
was
told
right.
me about the different beans and where they were grown. Because I was asking her, I said, "Well, what is particular bean grown from?" She said, "Such and such." I said, "Well, geographically, where is that?" She was like, "Such and such." I was like, "You really on it too."
That's good.
She knew.
Absolutely.
She knew my coffee. She knew my coffee.
But he had said it, and it was just recent, like this past week, a few days before the incident, she apparently might have approached him again about a managerial spot or something, or a supervisor spot.
Perhaps.
Because he was going to do her evaluation, just that he hadn't done, to see about getting her a raise or something. Because she had mentioned that, hey, I need the money because I got to help pay bills, I got to do this, so I really need, the money. So, apparently done all right. Everybody, we talked to said she was always happy-go-lucky. Never in a bad mood, always in a good mood. So,
She got another side to her.
she didn't show it at work, though. And that's what they were saying, it wasn't murder.
I think she got a little hard like that after her and Crystal got jumped and they got robbed.
Problem.
So, I think that was an eye opener for her. I asked a couple of guys around the neighborhood about that situation.
Did we know who they got robbed by? Did they ever find a suspect?
No, I asked her, I said, if you seen it, could you? She said, no, it was dark. It was between Myra and Houcher on that little side street that cuts between my street and mine. It's a little, and there's no street light on that street. It's overhanging trees.
Myers and Hampshire?
Myra is the next street over M-O-W. Myra, M-O-W-E-R-Y, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And Houcher is my street. Now, there's a middle street that connects those two streets in the middle.
Okay.
I don't know the name of it, but that's where they got jumped at.
Now, were they on foot at the
They
time
were
or on
on foot.
foot?
Brittney was at the house, and Crystal had got off the bus. Crystal got off the bus across 30 Cullen, right across from Myra on Cullen. Brittney walked to the bus station. Brittney walked to the bus stop to walk her home.
Mm-hmm.
Met at the bus stop, right across from L&T Fish Market where my
Mhm.
grandmother gets her fish from. So they met right there, and this is what Brittney told me. She said Dad was coming back home and walked down Myra and made that cross road across the side. And then some guys jumped out, they hit me, and they took my phone. They didn't have those tasers at the time, and I think that's why she wanted to sign up for the taser class, because
Sure.
she's certified to carry her taser now. I think it happened shortly before that, because I think that was the reason they was the one who got those tasers.
Did they jump out of a vehicle?
No, they were on foot.
On
She said they
foot?
were on foot. She said it was a group of guys. She was a group of guys. They took her phone, they took Crystal's phone to the big guys.
Have you reached out around the neighborhood? Talked to anybody, trying to fill anybody out for maybe somebody in the neighborhood knows, might know?
My neighbors. I talked to my neighbors on the right hand side, which were Thomas's.
Mhm.
I talked to my neighbor on the left hand side, which is Mr. Simeon. I talked to my neighbor across the street, which is Reverend Watts. Behind me, Mr. Bolton. I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him. The houses directly in front of my house, directly behind my house, and on both sides. I've talked to everybody except the one behind my house, which is Mr. Bolton. What do you mean, like reach out, talk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saw
talk,
anything?
I mean, seen anything?
No, they don't. No.
Like when
Because
the
it's,
girls got robbed, you suspected it was probably some local kids, local dudes.
well, I don't know. I know they got robbed by those. You talking about the other robbery?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were kids that was just walking around.
Yeah.
I guess because Brittney said I said, could you identify him? I thought you were talking about this situation.
But I mean, no, I am. I mean, you said you went and talked after they were robbed.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you do the same
yeah.
thing with this? I mean, did you get it?
Yeah.
Anybody say, hey,
No, I went and talked.
I heard
I went
this
and
or
talked
that.
to a friend of mine that lives on Botany.
yeah,
I'd rather not say his name.
that's fine.
Okay, I went and talked to him. He lives on Botany, right there, Botany, Leitrim.
Yeah.
I talked to a couple of my cousins that hang out. You know that store where you make that left turn on Oral?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to some of my partners that hang out at that store. But
They haven't heard anything.
they know. You know what? I'm glad you talking about that because my cousin Scotty got jumped by those same guy. It was New Year's. And some guys that came over. My cousin Belange tell you the same story I'm about to tell you right now. They came over and they were wolfing, and it was a big fight right in middle of Cullen Boulevard. The guys that jumped Brittney, these are the same ones that they said, well, yeah, we know those guys. I said, well, I think the guys that jumped Brittney. And they had this little hood thing going on. Now, I can call my cousin Belange, he can tell you more about it. Scotty got jumped. His little brother, which is my cousin, he can tell you more about it. I just asked them if that's the same people that had that, but we assume it's the same rowdy little group of guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're not from our neighborhood. I'm 46 years old. I know what it was like as you were growing up, mobbed through another neighborhood, 10 deep.
Sure.
So they had a squabble in the middle of the couple. I remember them telling I had just come home. I got home October and New Year's. That's what they could tell me.
Well, have you reached out to any of your cousins and asked them about
This situation here? No, I've only talked to my neighbor.
Do you plan on?
Well, Would that help? I mean,
At this point, anything will help.
Right.
I mean, let's put it this way. Rule mill is something we will follow up.
Yeah.
If you reach out to your partners around there and one of them will say, this is what I heard, this is what I'm talking about,
We'll check on it.
we'll check. I mean, at this point, we'll take anything. So if you can reach out to them, even if they want to keep it on they want to remain anonymous or whatever, then we'll still work.
can I compliment you real quick?
Yeah.
I seen when y'all passed by this.
I got Mark asking him about some cousin. Find out who he is. And the one you were talking about, they were going on Tuesday night. That the lady said, Michi or whatever her name is.
Mason.
Yeah. She said something about them going Tuesday night and she wanted a gun.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm trying to find out who that cousin was.
That's what she trying to find out. That's too.
They down there asking him right now.
He's here.
Jackson. Yeah. That's who they're interviewing now.
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Small.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you talking about. I thought you talking about the guy.
No, they're interviewing Crystal's father right now. They want to try to find out who that cousin is. Well, that may be the place.
As far as
I need to
that
check.
that transaction, that story, you have to do that basically.
Sure.
She shared it with me, and I didn't know anything about that.
Sure, but
That's why I told. Hey, Kinfolk. Hey, you remember New Year's Eve? Remember when that dude came up? I'm with the detective right now. Can you talk? Can you talk? I'm with the detectives right now. Can you talk? Okay, you remember New Year's Eve, right? And they had the little brawl in the middle of Cullen. And Scotty got beat up in front of Circle J. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking that those group of guys were the ones that had, jumped Brittney. Not with this incident that's going on right now, but remember she had got jumped, and I'm thinking that maybe other folks they trying to just follow up on the lead or something like that. No, we don't think that they did it. The detectives just want to know if we knew who any of those guys were, who jumped them or who had that fight and all that type of stuff. Okay. All right. All right, I'll call you. You don't know any of them. Okay. All right.
Just don't keep it down when you get a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, he will. He definitely will.
even if it's just a call or something. Say, hey,
He was standing there with her that night. The one with dread.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. That's why I'm.
what about her brothers, Casey?
Who's brothers? Crystal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, just let that go.
But Brittney has some people listed on her deal as brothers and kids.
Yeah, they're up to 5 of them.
She got 5 brothers from her
You
mom.
haven't talked to them. I mean, because something
The
I
only
say,
people
quite a
I
few look like they were hard. Signs, the whole 9 yards. And you know, at this point, it's like they probably are
And that was
in touch
mainly,
with the community too. And maybe they can relay something. Maybe they had some.
The only ones from with his mom's side of the family came over yesterday. It was her mother and her mother's sister, her older sister, and a friend. I don't know who that friend was. So they came, and the little brothers came. See, you know,
They've come over the house before, kind of.
one of them, she gonna come over there.
Well, I'm talking about.
brother.
Well, her brothers, yeah. One of them has a vehicle, van, truck, whatever it is. And yeah, I'm buying big Brittney up. They'll go do the brother sister thing. They like Brittney because Brittney was tomboyish, right? She wasn't.
Was
really
she older?
pretty.
She's older.
She's the oldest.
Oh, okay.
She's
So that
older.
was done for her.
You know, she got 5 younger brothers.
Yeah.
But none of them live close in the same area.
I don't know what it is. I think I know when they were young, I used to ask about how's your brother? And next time we see him, talk to your mom, talk to your brothers. Some of her brothers were staying with their grandparents. The daddy's parents. You know, but not the mom's parents. The grandparents on the dad's side. So
Whose phone is something like
That is Crystal's old phone. Like her Go phone or whatever
where's your nigga?
from Crystal's parents.
You ever hear them talk about anybody about the name of Mimi? Or Trev?
I told you guys, I apologize for that. Really, I don't know a lot of Brittney's friends. When I came home, a lot of things. When I came home to that house, a lot of that stuff was already established. Brittney was taking care of Granddaughter. She was taking care of the bills. Go grocery shopping. She would give her insulin. So I just got in where I fit in. Trash, change the chamber pot, pot, Brittney's going pot. She in the restroom, clean up around. I just found my niche because they already had things in
Will was already blowing you.
right. So that's why I spent that money. Got me to
You know, work
you know, I'm trying to get people hiding stuff. Some of them do, they say they do, but I've had too many doors thrown in my face, so I'm just thinking about that. I don't know a lot of them friends. I'm still meeting my friends. I'm actually engaging them as I meet them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I want to like Lisa when I first met her, I guess I'm back up off of her because there was nothing cordial, there was nothing like a common courtesy. You go to someone's house, if I go to someone's house, I'm all listening.
Women was generation.
I understand, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be arrogant. I'm not
No,
gonna be
yeah,
disrespectful. And when I know these youngsters, I like that. I kind of
yes, we know who she is, but we don't know where she lives. Her first name, Loranda.
But other than that, I don't
Yeah,
know.
which was tattooed to Brittney.
I mean, a few places you knew that I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, she looked in place.
It was Romar at the time.
Well,
We don't, he's not. It was Romar. He don't know
Her
what it
maiden
is
name,
right
if she's
now.
married, she be married. Her maiden name is Rose.
Yeah, if she's married, it may be something different. But we know, yeah, mid-40s. No, mid-40s.
She got a tattoo. She got a old
And she's gonna be in the Houston area.
She been in trouble.
Okay.
I think she might have been in the county.
No, she hadn't hardly seen her at all.
I don't think so.
So, all right,
If it is, I didn't remember telling
they're gonna check background, mom, just to see, you know.
I mean,
talk to-
she's been arrested.
Yeah.
It's not major. I mean, she probably went to the county.
But she-
It's 3 or 4 months or so.
I know she doesn't have much of a relationship with her at all, but maybe she can point us in the
They
direction too.
They actually had a little couple of tips. Everybody's aware. I didn't even want to say that.
It happens. Families do that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know a family that doesn't.
I mean, you argue in my house sometimes. Who make love?
Oh yeah, I get.
If you don't,
aggravated
you
when I
don't have a healthy relationship.
when I go home, I get aggravated when my beer ain't where it's supposed to be at. It's gone because my kids
I
don't
like
drink it. You know.
One of my beers, one shot.
My daughter's 22, still has she.
That's
Mine
good.
don't. Mine come up missing. There, that's
Do me a favor, keep your ear out.
yeah.
You know, I know you still got contacts. Put feelers out, see what you can come up with. Get yourself in trouble. If anybody's hurt anybody, help us. That's what we do.
And any other close family, you know, that she talked to or spoke with that might help us out, or
Whose family we in?
her family, Brittney.
You seen all of them there yesterday.
But I mean, did she keep close relationship with them, or have they? I mean, what we want is people who, like, maybe within the past week or two, who's been
She
associated with them.
Facebook's my nephew, my brother that you met at the house,
Yeah.
Chris Senior. He has a son named Chris Junior, and they Facebook all the time. Matter of fact, Chris Junior texted me yesterday saying,
But do they hang out or anything?
He came. Chris, yeah, they hang out. He come. His mother. Matter of fact, they came down here for Raina's, right after Raina's birthday. It was 2 days after Raina's birthday. Chris Junior, Anthony, which is his sister, my niece, and St. Jasmine is their mother's name. So I said, shame on sister-in-law.
What's Chris's last name?
Cosby.
Cosby. How old is he?
My little brother or his son,
His son.
15.
You
And
didn't
they Facebook all the time. So they
know
always.
brothers or hers that they would like go out with or hang out with, or say that the girls would have someone they would go with. You or somewhere.
Like, But Casey can give me, he can tell you something, I mean, as far as
This is what
who her friends are, Casey.
Yeah.
is that one y'all parking?
It's what it- it's
Oh,
what it-
KC, it's with a K.
It's Cosby Jr.
Okay, I saw his info. Okay.
He's on for the previous
Yeah,
Facebook.
because he's
Oh,
got
his sister.
see.
His sister Anthony's on the Facebook. My son, Larry.
Shit, your brother, who's he?
I think it's Crystal. I think it's Crystal. Because Crystal's the one that had a bunch of brothers that threw on gangs on the pictures. And Crystal looked, she was halfway all right, but the brothers were totally still. That's all, about all I can think of. You get any questions for us or anything? If you do, like I said, no matter what time, anything you got. Just want to call and talk and get it off your chest, you got a number. Like I told you the other night, you may be laying in bed, something just, oh yeah. Pick the phone up. I'll get your message. We've been burning all kinds of daylight and night light. We got no sleep at all, trying to figure this thing out. So it's not, definitely, we're not taking our time on it. We're trying to get something done. All right, well, it is 4:55.